Apparently this is going to be another video where I'm battling the sun. Hi everyone and welcome to another weirdly lit recipe video. And right now I am coming at you from the past because I'm actually in Malaysia right now, but I've pre-recorded this video because I really wanted to make a nice Malaysian recipe while I'm on kind of holiday. I'm actually in Kota Kinabalu for the next 2 weeks visiting family, but me being me and being obsessively organised, I pre-recorded 2 recipe videos that were Malaysia themed. So today, well for me a couple of weeks ago, but for you today, I am making these things. It's a pandan-scented crepe filled with super sweet gula melaka coconut. Gula melaka, by the way, is dark palm sugar. You get it a lot in Malaysian cooking. And here we are with the sun again. Honestly, I'm hoping I'm having more consistent sun in Malaysia than I am in London right now. It snowed the other day. It's the end of March. I've completely lost track of where we were. This is one of my favourite Southeast Asian desserts in general, and indeed one of my favourite Malaysian desserts. All it is a pandan-scented crepe, really thin and delicate, stuffed full of lots of moist desiccated coconut that's been cooked in gula melaka syrup. This is a super easy dish to make, it doesn't take that much time at all, so let's go to the kitchen and get started. Let's start by preparing the gula melaka for the filling. So it comes usually in these blocks, like this. It's pretty solid, so it's going to be helpful to chop it. Now we only need 150 grams. This is a bag of 400, so I expect I'll just need to use a little bit. But you know what, it's so good in tea and coffee, so even if there's a bit left over, just use it in that. Let's cut this bag open. And let's see, there are 2, this one's a big one. Let's see how much the small one by itself weighs actually. I predict something like 175, let's see. 162, okay, so about 10 grams over, not bad at all. So let's chop this up a little bit. It may be a bit hard, let's see. Oh no, it's not too bad. Mind your fingers when you do this. I'm going to put a towel under this board because it's moving way too much for my liking. There we go. It might help stabilise things a bit. There we go. Phew, and that's all that done. Let's just shimmy this to the side and measure some out. So remember, we need 150 grams of the stuff. Excellent. And this stuff I'm just going to gather up and use in a coffee or tea. Now let's carry on making our filling. I'm going to dump all of that gula melaka into a small saucepan, adding 120 millilitres of coconut milk and a good pinch of salt. And also we're going to flavour it with 1 pandan leaf, which I have here, and I'm just going to shred it up a little bit and then tie it in a knot so it's not too big for the pan. And this will give some wonderful fragrances. So tie her up, just like so, and dump her in. Now we're going to cook this on a medium heat and stir it until all of that gula melaka is good and dissolved. Lovely, it's just starting to simmer, all of that gula melaka sugar has dissolved and you can smell that lovely fragrance of the pandan leaf. So I'm actually going to get rid of the pandan leaf at this point. Make sure it drains out, nice and proper, and discard it. And to that we're going to add 150 grams of desiccated coconut, and we're going to cook this until it becomes a thick sticky mess. Lovely, I'll turn this heat off. I cooked it for about 5 minutes to give all of that desiccated coconut a chance to absorb all of those lovely gula melaka coconut milk syrup stuff, and so it's all nice and moist. And now we have to wait for it to cool down completely before we use it, so let's set this aside. Now let's get on with our crepe batter. I'm going to crack in 1 egg, add in 1 tablespoonful of oil, a tablespoonful of caster sugar and a little pinch of salt. And I'm just going to give this a quick whisk. To that I'm adding 80 grams of plain flour. Give that a little mix too. And while I'm mixing that, I'm going to gradually add 120 millilitres more coconut milk. Gradually adding it so that there are no lumps. Adding 60 millilitres of regular milk. This is cow's milk. You can use oat or soy milk or whatever milk you like, just as long as it's a thinner type of milk. Now I'm adding 2 tablespoonfuls of water. We want it a quite thin batter. Now of course we're going to add some pandan paste, and this will give it a lovely green colour as well as that distinct pandan flavour. Just about a half teaspoonful, this stuff is strong. Nice, and that is our crepe batter. Now my first pancake's always the worst, so I practiced a couple of times so I can show you properly. Here's what you do. You need to swipe a little bit of oil at the bottom of your pan. I just have a little oil in a bowl here, and I'm using a bit of kitchen paper. Then you need to scoop out a portion of your batter and dump it straight in. Give it a swirl. Get it nice and even at the bottom of the pan. Like so. And then what I like to do is I like to cover it, and that steams to the top, and we're going to cook it for 1 to 2 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. 1.5 minutes later, looking good. Now I'm just going to loosen the sides a little bit. And I've got a plate here. Just move the pancake so you can see. I always use my hands because I find that easier, and put it onto your plate. Just like this, and we're going to create stacks and stacks and stacks of it until we've used all of that batter up. Now that our crepes have cooled down, it's time for my favourite part, filling these crepes, so let's go. I'm taking about a tablespoonful of our lovely caramelised sugar gula melaka coconut mixture. It's really nice and sticky, kind of like wet sand. Scoop it in the middle-ish. Then we're going to roll it up like a cigar. Absolutely stunning. We're just going to continue that again and again until we have loads of little cigars. And here we have our beautiful Kuih Dadar. Let's slice one open and see inside. Absolutely gorgeous, jam-packed full of that coconut. Let's taste some. Is this an epic stack, or is this an epic stack? Kuih Dadar, Kuih Ketayap, Kuih Gulung, Dadar Gulung, they're all the same thing. Oh, I love the smell of pandan. Absolutely crammed full of that lovely sticky sugary coconut mixture. Anyway, cheers! I swear the sun always comes out every time I'm doing the eating part of my recipe video. I love the combination of that texture of the desiccated coconut and the soft pancake. And the desiccated coconut isn't really dry at all because it's been cooked in that coconut syrup. So good. Cool, you put something down for 1 second. My husband just came home from work and I told him, come have a pancake, and he ate the one that I had started eating. How did you find it?
Good.
Thanks. At least he's got someone's seal of approval. But thankfully I've made loads more, so here's another one. I think this is my 3rd pancake already. Thanks for watching everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video and I hope you will join me next Wednesday for my next one. Get the full recipe on my blog tashcakes.com and give me a follow on Instagram, I am tashcakes.tastes. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more. Give this video a like if you liked it to help other people find it. Comment down below if you have any suggestions and things that you'd like me to make in particular, and I'll see you guys next time. Be good, be nice, and have a good week. I've got coconut all over my mouth.